Raj here for Vivek. Vivek, you've done a tremendous job if you're providing low-cost housing to the individuals of Mumbai or wherever they are from. But what was the actual driving force for you to come up with such a scheme? Because most Bollywood actors, whenever they invest or they start a project, it's always the money aspect which comes into consideration, the profit ratio. So what is the actual thrilling factor which made you take this decision, and how did your dad react to your decision?
I think when I look at my own life, very early when the tsunami hit and I had just been in the industry for maybe about 2 or 3 years, I just felt this impulsive need to be there and help. And I flew down to Chennai, and then from Chennai I went up to Kadalur district in a village called Devanampatnam. And I set up camp over there and I said, I need to help. And it was an incredible experience for me personally. हर एक की ज़िंदगी में कुछ ऐसा समय आता है जहाँ पे आपकी पर्सनल ग्रोथ होती है एज ए ह्यूमन बीइंग. मेरे ज़िंदगी में वो एक बहुत अहम किस्सा था, बहुत अहम एपिसोड था. बिकॉज I would just reach out to people on a basis of humanity, and I had thousands of students जिनकी खुद के घर में प्रॉब्लम्स थी, जिनकी खुद के एग्जाम्स थे उस समय. They had to prepare for their exams coming up in the next quarter. उन्होंने सब कुछ छोड़कर वॉलंटियर बेसिस पे आकर मेरी मदद की. और हम जब साथ मिले तो we started, doing a lot of relief work for thousands and thousands of families. And then after relief, I stayed there for 6 months for rehabilitation to rebuild those villages. During that period, what I realized is, instead of doing it like a mom and pop shop, I picked up a phone and called up some of the best developers, planners, architects who were doing these huge luxury golf villas in Bangalore. And the response I got was phenomenal. I said, कि देखो मेरे पास पैसे नहीं है देने के लिए, but I want to build quality homes for these people. Every penny that comes should go into these homes. I can't pay, but if you do this as a service, आप जहाँ बोलोगे मैं खड़े रह के आपकी तारीफ करूँगा. I'll endorse you. And they agreed, funnily enough. And that's when I realized that when you plan well, you can build quality homes. The biggest impact of this in my life, an episode that happened, was when I'm now the ambassador for Habitat for Humanity. And I was in Delhi doing a housing conference, and suddenly somebody put a hand up, stood up in the crowd quite emotionally and said, Vivek Anna. I was in Delhi. Vivek Anna is really not a Delhi word. So I couldn't put the two together. He says, I want to say something. And he was quite emotional. The organizers were trying to stop him. He came up to the stage, gave me a hug. He had tears in his eyes. He says, I'm from Kadalur. I'm from Devanampatnam village. I grew up the last 10 years in a house you built for me. Today I work here in Delhi. I just came here to say that. But to me, that to me was the greatest award that I could ever receive. That to me is a legacy. With all due respect, when we win our awards, we put them on a shelf. We see them every once in a while. But this experience, to me, was beyond any award. So a lot of these things have gone into motivating. I've tried to do a lot of things. I work a lot for the education and empowerment of the girl child. We run 3 schools in Vrindavan. We have now almost 2,300 girls that we give free food, free education, free healthcare to. And I've seen the evolution, I've seen them change. But one thing I've realized is that people are stuck in a poverty trap, especially in the city I live in. There's so many slums. And those slums, you can't imagine the life, the stories, the traumas people go through. Just shifting them into a home that has quality, has sense of security, allows them so much more. आज जब बच्चे चल के स्कूल जा सकते हैं तो औरतें फ्री हो जाती हैं. औरतें फ्री हो जाती हैं तो वो भी काम करने लग जाती हैं. वो काम करने लग जाती हैं तो एक एडिशनल इनकम आ जाता है. एक एडिशनल इनकम आता है तो वो एक बच्चे को नहीं, 2 बच्चे को, 3 बच्चे को पढ़ाएंगे. So it's a life changer. It has a phenomenal domino effect. And that's the vision with the Prime Minister's vision of housing for all. The government being so supportive, the Chief Minister of Maharashtra being so positive, supportive and aggressive with this housing for the poor scheme at the bottom of the pyramid. I thought it was the right time, and we're very proud as Karma to achieve such milestones at such a rapid pace. Today we've affected 15,000 lives. That means I have directly been a part, Karma has been a part of affecting 70,000 people in their lives. And yes, as far as my dad is concerned, he's a very proud man.